hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, time for some more Danganronpa. Right, so let's just get the game up real quick. Yeah, I might not go too crazy like I did with the voices like I did yesterday, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I'll be here for the next 3 hours or so. I'm also waiting for the game to show up on screen. Because I'm just waiting for it. Debit capture card, hurry up. You're live and good and such, sweet. Thank you for letting me know. Just waiting for the game and such to appear on the screen, and I shall start. Yeah, super excited. More Danganronpa. I did leave it at a cliffhanger yesterday, so hopefully that will, you know, I don't know. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Brandon. Oh, there we go. It's on. It's on. Hopefully the volume sounds alright. I think last time the game audio was a bit too loud, but we should be alright. we should be okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's load the game. From yesterday. Load the save, please. Alright, continue. Yes. Deadly life. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. There's our cliffhanger from yesterday. Sayaka is dead. Alright, Cookie Chameleon. Awesome name. Can't hear anything, but I'm going to watch rather than do calculus. Alright. Slightly loud? Ooh. I branded a what? Slightly loud. Right, I have no idea who's using the account right now. Right, then I'll turn my voice down a little bit. Just a bit, that should equal it out a little bit. There we go. Sayaka is dead. Let's start on that, shall we? A deep dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shut up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I had to see for myself. I had to see if Sayaka is... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irreversibly dead. No, I have to see it for myself. You're already sorry for yourself, mate.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think is going to happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it going to do if you're just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at the time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. First Halloween box and I got a legendary Zen. Nice! Second box of legendary, but old Sombra. Nice! I realized she was really gone. None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? She shouldn't be obvious, Monokuma. He told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But so I'm the one who was convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who's killed Sayaka. I would never do that! If you can believe anything, you can believe that! He's here again. Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Same, a little bit confused also. I don't want to talk about the third box. I'm guessing it was bad stuff then. Yeah, Overwatch. I meant before all that, before the Overwatch stuff. Then, who did it? Who killed her? You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove. Get up. Oh my gosh, get shut up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that. You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her. No, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of. Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth. That's
Stop
enough.
talking.
Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh? Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you killed someone, you've got to leave. You get to leave, sorry. Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here? You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing? Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember? You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blacken that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you're talking about, is it not? Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess. I can never say that word right. Whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Punishment?
Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution! Execution? And by execution you mean...
Execution is... execution! Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I like how that rhymes. Even though it's kind of morbid, but still. It kind of, the rhyme, I don't know what about it. It just rolls off the tongue, I guess. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
chance.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, all because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rules that I just described to the handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Nice. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that. Huh? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it. Why not? What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits. Such blasphemy.
The hell are you
What?
talking about?
Punishment? I don't know, throw you in the deep, dark, scary prison or something? Shut the hell up or say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this. Don't be so selfish.
Don't, Bob.
You're the one who's being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it's more of a waddle. But then... Meh.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against
Oh yeah, she violated
Monokuma
the,
is not allowed.
the rule.
You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Oh boy. Another one bit the dust. Oh no. Oh no, we're on a journey, aren't we? ... What? Huh?
This wasn't supposed
I didn't
to...
realize that was voice acted.
Why? Me?
Remember that all cutscenes are voice acted. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shut wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. Oh boy. No! Not Junko also! What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way! Now, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of our promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
Etc., etc.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who just until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, he was the death of a human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? Ah, you changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Oh, I like how he... Monokuma. He's a cookie. He is a tough cookie. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what did you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. Oh, he said it as well. I wanted to say it. Damn it. I didn't actually realize he said that, to be honest. I mean, naturally you guys are experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down. So then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has been able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, well, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's body, dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found out ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That will lead to the same disastrous result as having a total faith in everyone else. Huh?
What?
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not to trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what just happened. Right now,
second.
exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were all using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what if that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I guess we talk to everyone first then. Let's start with Toko. She must be shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Hifumi? Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restart now. Please wait a moment. Oh, damn it, Hifumi. Really? Chihiro? Someone
should I do?
right in front of us. They... Sakura? We can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward. Hiro? Huh? What's that going on? What's going on? We'll talk to Kyoko last. Mondo?
Huh?
Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear. Ali? Oh, Hina, I should say? I hate this, but still we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead. Celeste? Hmm?
Oh.
So you finally noticed. Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Oh, she's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned in other words. You think I did it? Miyaki. Oh, maybe Leon first. We'll talk to Leon. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? Well, yeah. If you wanna die. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Taka? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies, but if we get it wrong, then the rest of us will face execution. That's what ridiculous school regulation said, right? It's so stupid. I'm gonna talk to, well, examine Junko. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything to say she was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Oh, hold on, just wait a second. She's dead. That means this happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me! I don't know why I said it in that voice,
your
but
problem?
yeah. You're just now accepting that? Okay, now we'll talk to Kyoko.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case,
Hey.
I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. This game reminds me of Clue, but with anime style characters. Oh, nice. Okay then, we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. What? Why the hell not? Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you'd want to do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all evidence you want. What? Fuck you! Fine then, I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problems. 2-player co-op based defense with 2 of them with their stats, they're totally OP! Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation and construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say any more? I'd rather you didn't. No. Everyone, pray for luck. I guess this kind of reminds me of like Phoenix Wright in a way, but instead of the person going to guest jail, it's execution instead. So yeah. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before he realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right. Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they'd better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're going to investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you going to kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. I guess that kind of makes sense. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. But Junko is right behind you and she's spewing blood right now. Albeit pink blood, but still, it's blood. Yeah. Kinda makes sense. I don't know. Well, whatever.
Yeah?
I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Wow. Rude, Leon. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their passing looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will die.
Execution is execution.
Or
Execution.
executed.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigation. Oh yeah. This music's so good. It gets you in the mood for investigation time. Alright, I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. Before? Oh yeah, I know it. Yep. Ignore me. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Someone have to find out the truth, so we can all survive. And for Sayaka. I have to find out how she was killed. Alright, we got Monokuma File 1 has been added to Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Alright, let's get to our room, I guess. And I'm just dancing to the music, because it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, let's just get out of here. Right. Yeah, that is what I was actually going to do, that's why I didn't read it. Oh, do we automatically go to the room anyway? So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Here we go. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Right. Where do we start? Check everything. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. What about the toolkit? The toolkit is still inside the drawer, but I don't see any evidence that was used at all. That's good then. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's not mine. It's mine. I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this. Well, maybe you'd want to fix your door, mate. Maybe you'd want to fix your door. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
I'm exactly in the mood to be building the fucking furniture, right? Wow, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. So you haven't used yours either, then? Not just me, nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Well, good. That's good. I mean, I guess you'd only use it if something broke. That's the only thing I can think of if they don't want to kill each other, apart from that. Yeah. Alright, let's examine the bed. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Look at this. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less, oh my gosh! Words! Form sentences, please! Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? You've only just been here like, what, 2 days? A day or two? Maybe a week? I'm just gonna guess. So, I guess your room would get dirty after like a week. But if it was like a few days, like 3 days, I don't think it would get dirty that fast. I don't know. Just throwing guesses out there. I don't know. This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? Probably. And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to triple, it's awesome. Key? So there's a key on the ground that has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. Makes sense. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? She probably opened the door. Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No. No, that seems impossible. She probably opened the door. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it, otherwise what's the point in even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she's dropped the keys somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added. Sweet. Table. I didn't want to talk to Sakura. Damn it. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you came up with, I will follow your lead. I see. I wanted to look at the table, but I don't think you can even look at the table. We'll talk to Mondo next then. May as well. You know, I realised something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard.
Son of a bitch!
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So even if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? You got a point there, Makoto. That'll all get started when the time comes. Alright. I think it's just the same thing. It just says about the sheath. Yeah, there's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get so scratched up in the first place? Even if someone with the sword used a sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are the scratches on the sheath? Well, maybe we'll find out soon. So we got replica sword sheath. Oh my gosh, those two words. Replica sword sheath. Those three words, in fact, are so hard to say in that sentence a little bit. Just a bit. Oh, it's just gonna talk to. You can't see the display stand that was the sword was on. What about the wall scratchings? Is that evidence of the struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. Don't remember that. Oh yeah, the Sakura's gonna say. I was gonna say it, but Sakura can say it. That would have not been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for a murder. Evidence of a struggle. We'll talk to Kyoko. Hey Kyoko! I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Not even she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting.
I see.
What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? Unusual? What do you mean? I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? No,
Indeed.
not a one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too? Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge? In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Nice. So we got the Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullets. So let's go into the room, the bathroom, and on the other side of this door. Sayaka. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Alright, let's examine the crime scene. I told myself it's okay, but now's not the time to think that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Not right hand, right wrist. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Alright, Sayaka's wrist. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. So maybe when the struggle happened. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood there was numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Possibly. Is that it? I guess that's it. Anything else about her body? No, it just tells you about the body. Yeah. 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 That's it. I can't really skip it any faster than this. Alright. I guess we're done in here then. Guess we're done. Leave bathroom.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it right, Makoto. The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. So let's look at bloody numbers. And I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote it then by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? Think about it. You're not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. She probably looked at it before, which is why she probably knows something. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? True.
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, do you mean how it gets stuck? Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Ah, the bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. But so the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob? You didn't notice?
That's right.
Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see it right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Oh yeah. So it is broken. Huh? The doorknob. Oh, why did I put the camera back all the way over here? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. So someone has used their toolkit. Whatever it was, it's obvious that this was intentional. Well, it was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me. I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this. I guess she likes playing detective. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost. Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. And we got the bathroom doorknob has been added to truth bullet section. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure some other areas are worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, let's go. I guess we should go and see what's on the DVD first. I don't know if we even have it still, so I'll check the vent in Saika's room. Because why not? Huh? This is— oh, okay. Apparently the things have changed over. Oh, this is Saika's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Interesting. Huh. This is— oh yeah, so they've been switched. I guess I didn't really need to read the first bit. So the nameplates in my room and Saika's room was switched. So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? And we got the dorm nameplate switched. But I do want to go into this room first because it's just right here. May as well just do it first. And then we'll probably see where Chihiro is. And then we'll look into where the murder weapon could possibly be, or what caused it to be the thing. Anyway, let us do this. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Saika's name on it. Saika got really upset after seeing whatever it was in that video. I wonder what she did. I wonder what did she say? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Saika. I need to borrow this DVD. Let's go. So let's leave the area. Sorry. Yeah, I'm putting myself in the song. I think we're way the wrong way. I took the long way instead of the short way. That's my fault. But I did want to see where Chihiro was, even if she's around here. There's Byakuya, so that's what I don't want to talk to any of you guys. So we can check out the kitchen. Since a knife, it's probably gonna be in the kitchen, right? Yeah. I'm thinking this. One of them is missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or— I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Nice! Alright, let's, I think, Hina was outside? Was it Hina? I'm pretty sure— yes, it was Hina. Hello! Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah,
totally.
Wait, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning? Nope.
That's
Last
right.
I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right here in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Yeah, we got a witness, I guess, or an account of someone. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you considered everything together, I honestly have no idea. I still got that, but it's like so. At least I think some people are still suspicious of Makoto. Right, let's go and find Chihiro. But we may as well. What is the nearest room? DVD room. We can look for Chihiro later. Or maybe Chihiro is in the DVD room. Or AV room. I call it DVD room because it's a room filled with DVD players. Looks like a huge cinema. Yep, not in here. May as well just do this first then. See what's in the DVD. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed the play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful.
But then, because I accidentally click the button, suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, that's not good. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're all super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Alright, let's leave. I guess we got that. I don't think it mustn't have had anything important to the case, I guess. But Sayaka did go crazy after that, didn't she? Right, I want to look for Chihiro. Let's check out this area first, and then we'll see if she's in one of the classrooms, because we really need to talk to Chihiro. Let's have a look in the gym. I don't think she will be in here, but it's good to check anyway. Not in the beginning bit. Oh, I was wrong. She is here. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even if she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Alright, what else do we really need to check out? What do we have so far? Truth bullets. What are we missing? So there's nothing to really say much about it, is there? Go back to the inn. This music's so good. Alright. Can't go in there, but we can go in the laundry room. Oh! Well, let's check out here first. We have to go and see if we can find the murder weapon. I don't think it'll be in here, but... Didn't... Oh, what's the face? Kyoko say that there was the big trash room? That seemed to allude to something. Where's the trash room? Oh, it's just right up here. That's good. Alright. Anything here? There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past. Oh! It's Monokuma! It's the end of the line! The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point, only the person on the cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Monokuma, thank you. No entry beyond this point, only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid, it'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
Alright,
Monokuma, shut it.
Further.
Alright, so cleaning duty has been added to truth bullets. Alright, what about this this thing right here? There's a hatch on the floor, but it's locked. The door won't budge, it must be locked. Oh, we got a Monokuma coin. We can probably do some stuff with those eventually. Alright, let's go. Which way do I want to go? This way. Right, let's ask people. Who's on cleaning duty? You're first, I'll ask you. Ifumi is first. I'm looking for who's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me! Oh! Let's try. It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had the chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Oh, of course!
No.
It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait,
Very strange.
Hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going into all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open for all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring? Anyway, more important than that. Hey, Fanny, why do you want clean duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, I'm poking around at it. Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? Oh, my love is for 2D.
Common sense kind of way.
But
You know what
there's
I mean.
all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D.
Unforgivable.
After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. Really? How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's an easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What? If you're so innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to! Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, we haven't triggered that flag yet. What? I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. Oh my gosh. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay.
You got it.
So easy. So Ifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled out a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch on the gate. And then we get access to a thing and there's new things.
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Nay, oh my gosh, Nay, I can't even pronounce his name now. Naegi. Oh my gosh, I'm having trouble with pronouncing his name. Oops.
Wiped out.
I'll keep trying to improve the pronunciation. Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You think you planned this all along? No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You wanted to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Well, the first thing I see is this. There's something on the ground in the front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece like a hunk of burning love. Okay. Anyway, this is... it looks like a piece of cloth and the shape. It was part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some evidence of the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. That's true. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Alright, so we got that. Let's just see if there's anything else that... No, may as well have a look around. This is the incinerator. It's away in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Isn't that dangerous? That sounds like it would be dangerous. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on clean duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. A fairy? Hey, Fumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said last time you were here the incinerator was off. Ah, yes, about that. There can be no mistake if I've got one thing going for me. It's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate? But how is that possible? Oh, so it's a good job I did check incinerator. Alright, so check the buttons. The green button turns on and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. Well, okay, that was useless, I guess. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in the front of the incinerator. It looks like it's used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Okay, interesting. Yeah, is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. God damn it, Boomy. God damn it. Isn't that a Dragon Ball reference? Isn't that a Dragon Ball reference? Kidding aside. I'm just dead. This game. That's all I can say. I really hope we see more references in the course of this game. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Alright, you feel me? Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Hero. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Nice! Let's do this. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sound like he's living out of one of his comic book fantasies. Oh, let him be. Just let him be. If he's not harming anyone, leave him be. I think what I might do is I'll do a quick save. May as well. Alright, back to the gym. Alright, into the gym. Hey Hero, can I see something? No, gotta get out of here, gotta get out of here, gotta get out of here, gotta be free! I don't even know what I was going with that. Hero, snap out of it. Go. Hey, Mikana, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah, that's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed, what the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how'd it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystals? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was it seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything was saved up from fortune teller for 2 full years. Come out to be like $1 million. A million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Same. Ah, ding dong, bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Bye, Monokuma. Bye. See you in a few, Monokuma. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Now, know where I have to go. Very spoopy. Now, maybe actually here I should save. I'm gonna save here anyway. Damn it, just save. And we can listen to this spoopy music a bit more. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. You're late, Makoto. Where have you? We've all been waiting for you. We're always last, aren't we? I've just noticed that. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as a true murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, huh? Oh, but... damn it. Words. I don't know. Hang on. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Is everyone here?
Is everyone
Ooh,
here?
sorry.
Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Come on, Akuma again. Should we talk to everyone? May as well. So whoever stuck his hit even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? What a plan went into this, didn't it? Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started. Guys, I haven't decided 100% if you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Learning that way. Words. Chihiro? Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Celeste? Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Well, she still thinks I did it. Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her, very impressive. Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nagi's final curtain call. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? I guess I've no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin. Good idea.
Yes, indeed.
Are you scared? No, not scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. It's Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling into anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevators started to move. The steel box descended with a heavy clunking sound toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Well, doesn't this look fancy? You finally arrived! Oh, Monokuma, hi, buddy. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like just like a real courtroom? It feels more like a fancier courtroom. It looks more like a palace, in my opinion. Kinda. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. It's like a real Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Oh, wow.
Well now.
Okay, everyone. Find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up and hurry up! Hurry up now, hurry up! I said like hurry up and shut up. That's why I don't know why I read it as that. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and ease onto everyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly portrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh, we can actually save. Nice. Alright. Courtroom preparation pre-trial prep. Open e-handbook. It's got truth bullets, so I guess this is where we can always just review everything. Since I've already pretty much covered this anyway, I think I might be okay. We have saved, so I'm gonna see if we've got any skills. I think we have one skill. I think we have one. Melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Cost 3 SP. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, am I ready? Am I ready? Am I ready for this? Hell yeah. Trial! All rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I'm guessing it's going to be voice acting,
your
which is
votes
good.
will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong
Like he says,
one,
who done it?
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
What's that gonna do?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship.
He threw me,
penetrates.
really?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh yeah.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
He's so creepy, but I love Monokuma at the same time.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Besides, this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Also, okay, so we've got your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after the other without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use left stick to aim and fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to what each character states and use your truth bullets to blast the correct ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the options during these items you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, thank you, game. Let's do this. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we know that
Yep.
part already. And the murder took place in the killer's room.
In the bathroom.
Yep.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
We have to repeat. Okay, so this is just the tutorial anyway. Right. Oh, we can fast forward as well. Alright, thank you, game.
I assert that the one who was murdered
I think I'm
was
gonna let
Miss
this one play.
Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
I think it's
So it seems most
here.
likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a
How
chance
do I?
to resist.
Okay, it's triangle. Damn it. Forgot the controls. Alright. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Oh, don't apologize.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the
I'm glad
murder
this is all
weapon.
voice acted, by the way.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real
It is a real trial. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. We know that. Make your argument, okay. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to
Knife.
kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is
Yeah.
the murder weapon.
So the killer used some
Not
random
some
knife they
random
had
knife,
on
what
them.
is it?
No, he's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real
That's
close,
true,
I could
but-
totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
We did not kill her.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gonna be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. I would absolutely like to hear about non-stop debates game. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. Alright, that button there. While concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's try this. I love how the music for this is just great.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
So I guess that's the weak spot. I just wanted to listen to all of it.
So I guess there's no question that the
I
kitchen
like how
knife...
the
Where
voices
did that
speed up.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen.
I
He
guess
did
it's
it in
this. It's the only thing we have. Because we got Ali's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
We do have a witness.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
I'm pretty sure that Smoke Gunner's voice acted from Persona 5, by the way.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know
Chihiro
about the
has a
rule?
point here because it wasn't stated beforehand.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
Well, that's good
case!
to know we can already take that out of our minds.
Did I say that
Thanks
out
for letting us know,
loud?
Monokuma. You screwed yourself a little bit there, buddy.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Yeah.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Sakura's a girl.
But I'm
Exactly.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here, are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife in the kitchen was... Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Sounds like it.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I think. Let's absolutely hear about this. I think as things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in the question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick and then aim. Right, got it. I understand. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Alright. You fail, and good luck and have fun! Alright. If we could just figure out what that something is, then everything will be fine. Everything will just be dandy and fine. Ooh, this is cool. Is it? Oh, hair. Hair? No, okay. Hair. Right? Yeah, hair.
Now I understand.
Complete.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggles getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object that killer broke, the doorknob. The doorknob. There we go, that one.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Killer said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Alright, there's a bit more. Absolutely, I am ready. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there is essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are eventually actually lies or contradictions. Well, good luck and have fun. Thank you, game. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, it's wrong.
I think it's
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door was actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was it took place in the killer's room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Hang on a second, guys. Just do a thing real quick, because I forgot to do it at the beginning of the stream. I'll keep pressing the button.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Go on, Hina.
Oh, you.
Wow.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh, hang on. Stream. Twitch. Thought Twitch had died on me then. Alright. Now I'm definitely ready. Sorry about that.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all
Yeah, I was just gonna
unpickable.
say that.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, what was it? I know what it is. It must be because of switching rooms, right? It must be. I'm gonna present that.
I got it!
Because I know what they said.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, there we go. It was right. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared
That
was
is
a
also
lie?
a good point.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. It's just the two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room, Sayaka. It's run by Sayaka, isn't it? Which is right at the bottom of the thing, which is why I read her name. Check the name, please. Make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Point there.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
So in that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh boy, me.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect
That
on
rhymes.
me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay. Dom nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Alright. Switch between my Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and
That's
Makoto
correct.
switched rooms, correct?
This one
But in the
can just,
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
No! Missed it.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong.
Am I actually getting it right? Did that fail save me? Oh my god, I think it did.
Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched,
Oh,
just like the
poop,
rooms
guys. My mistake actually saved my butt.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would
That
be
is
no
true.
problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who
Sayaka.
did it?
Sayaka.
I got it!
Because she wanted him to meet in
Me
her
and
room.
Sayaka were the
Quote,
only
unquote.
ones who ever knew
Yeah,
about
in
us
her
switching
room.
rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was...
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just as 2 and 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the
That is true.
nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone
Why?
do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial
Got a point there,
struggle.
Celeste.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt, this?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
Yeah.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about Okay, absolutely. Are you getting used to non-stop debates? I sure am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder, but just like the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to influence gauge. You press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder. I'm not sure which button that is, and choose which bullets to fire. Press and release L1 to recycle through each bullet. Right, got it. Or you can just hold down the L button to shoot. Okay, nice. Nice to know that you can just tap. By the way, if logic difficulty is set to kind, the fewer bolts will be loaded into the cylinder. I'm on gentle, I think. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh, thanks, game. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is probably where everything goes down. Right, replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set of replica sword. Right.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden the whole way.
No.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I think it's Toko's.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Could be that, I don't know.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back.
I think it could be, actually.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden the
This
way.
one. Ah, I missed
But
it,
then
damn
the
it.
culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Yeah, just...
And that's exactly what happened.
So, I think it's Toko's third.
When the fighting broke, the culprit, and that's when the first sword-based...
That's what broke. So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen
No,
knife
it's
she
not,
had hidden
actually.
the way.
Alright, okay. Shoot. Then it's the sword-based sneak attack then.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. That's okay. So at least we know what happens when they just like dipping back. It's kind of funny.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Because I remember now the sheath was actually kind of messed up as well.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it.
So it was
So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Really? Broken wrist.
Shoot!
Oh no! Oh. That's one. No, it's the middle one! No!
I got it!
Damn it!
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
Cause it was nighttime.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken
What?
a shower here yet.
Girl!
Oh my.
Girl!
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Okay, Kifumi.
Insult, obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted. to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
With time limit shenanigans? What?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to
There's
this
one
mystery.
big mystery.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I've committed to finding out who killed it, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. I'm not quite convinced because we still got the crystal ball and the thing, and the dying message. That as well.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong!
Break.
There still might be one clue left.
I
Sayaka's
nearly
dying
forgot about
message.
that also.
Dining. Wait,
Dining?
what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh! Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? Oh. Try and rotate with my neck. I can't do it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Leon. Where are you, Leon?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about,
maybe.
right, Makoto?
Yeah.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The t-shirt. Or shirt or something. There we go.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a
you
white
got a
button.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of? Where it was disposed of? I think it was... oh gosh. How?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Wait. Wait. Yeah. Isn't he like the star baseball player? Yeah. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was...
Jimmy, but...
Huh? Me?
No! It's Rumi, you're innocent, don't worry! Right, I need to think out of those two which one it is. I think it was the middle one out of all of them.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have.
No!
So the only
Damn
one
it.
who could get to the
It was that first
incinerator was
one.
the person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
That was the one I was kind of thinking of, but I wanted to try that first one. Glad I didn't.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life. Someone threw a gap in the gate? Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was work of a fairy. I don't think it was a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
That is true.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Oops, sorry, I skipped a thing. Ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
We're getting
Do you have
there.
any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the
Yes,
killer!
you are.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Hello there, Javia60 Games. Hope I pronounced your name right. Welcome to the stream.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been
Are you
revealed.
playing this blind? I've played the first case, but I've not played much past it.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear? Absolutely. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll get a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case to form of a comic book. Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember that. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at any missing section and press X button, holy cow, you'll get a hit that might lead to a breakthrough. Well done, good luck and have fun. Just call me Jake, will do. Alright, so we got plenty of time. Good. Let me just check through the things. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I wanted. Because he has to come to the room, right? So we got knife. high or something. That, and then she takes aim at him. Sees it in the corner of his eye. What happened here? First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. So it was the sword. That's the one I want. And then stabby stabby. Or fight. I think it was this one. Yeah, maybe? Yeah. They use the object to deflect, so it's that one. Just wanted to make sure. So he takes a hit, whacks her wrist. And then... maybe that one actually. Or... no. That one. Yeah, because then she runs off without the knife. Locks herself in the bathroom. This trial was such a tutorial. Literally, the name of the killer is written in the wall. Yeah, that's true. But I think it's a good way to get you into the game. And then she's locked herself in the bathroom, scared. And then this could be wrong, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, I think it's that. And then... I'm gonna double check that one a second, hang on. They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have done that was... there! It was the right one! It was the right one. Yay. Alright. So, blah, blah. And then she starts to write the killer's name, and then dead. Oh wait, no, it's not that. Wait, no, it is that. It is that. Yeah, because she did it while she was still alive. Yes. Yeah, and then do the thing. And then he takes off his shirt, right? Bear with me on this. Cleans up the room, right? Goes to there, gets the crystal ball, and throws said crystal ball into the thing. Burns the thing, but... oh wait, no, that's a bit later, isn't it? Yes, that's a bit later. There's something before that. Oh my gosh! I'll try to spoil. I really love this game and the anime in general. It's so it's hard for me not to spoil anything. Oh no, it's throw it! It's throw it! I think that's it.
Here's exactly what happened.
I think that's it.
I think I'd better take one more look back
Also,
at the case.
I really like your emotes. They're really cool. I think I'd better take one more look at back at the case from the beginning. So at least this is right up to now. Last night, the killer went to
the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
It's alright so far!
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room.
No problem.
And fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
No! Damn this. Okay, so something. It must be that.
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's
I knew there'd be one I'd probably get wrong.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen.
Yes, that makes so much more sense.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
I also really like the idea of this as a comic book. It's amazing.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Yeah.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
To me, it's like one of these games I wish I would have discovered earlier. But it was originally released on PS Vita, and I only got a PS Vita like a couple years ago, like 2015. And I think that was before. I'm pretty sure that was before they were released on PC and PS4. I'm not quite sure on the years they were released. The re-releases. But I know this game is like 2011. I want to say. I could be wrong. It's just a guess. Roll.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there.
That was close.
But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Crash.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
The last bit was pretty obvious. With the
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Yeah, the shirt.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh, it's showdown.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry
Music
room.
is so amazing. I could just sit here all day and just dance to this music. The investigation music is probably one of my favorites because it just gets you pumped up for the investigation. It's all fantastic, but I think that's probably one I'd have to pick as like a favorite of mine. Yeah.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object!
Isn't he?
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that
Okay,
proves you
so I
did
guess
it.
evidence hasn't been shown. Okay, my bad.
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Which one is it? Okay, bullet time battle. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh no! When I played this on the Vita to attempt this, I could not, for the life of me, do it properly. It took like forever to finally understand it. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I will hopefully get this on like a few tries. Because it's basically like rhythm, it's just a rhythm, isn't it? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in head-to-head battle. We like to refer this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BTW. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one on that. During BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time to the rhythm. Okay, have a try my best. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Oh yeah, press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Right. Destroy the statement you locked on with the triangle button with the... Okay. I think I understand it. I think I do. Yeah, I imagine I would be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. Can I please get the tempo down situation, please? Please, game. Thank you. Thanks, game. When the tempo changes, so does the timer for the hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statements will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with the truth bullet, like any other statement. So we need to lock on and then triangle button, I think it is, the rhythm. I think I understand it. I'm going to try that method and see if that does anything. I'm not from Australia, I'm from the UK. But just like before, if your first gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Use something of their own to remove the screws, could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! 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 Stupid!
Have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okie dokie. Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
What?
Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Oh, am I getting it?
You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
No.
Stupid!
No.
You lie! Shut up!
Oh my gosh!
Here's your proof! You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Ah!
Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid!
Ah!
Where's your proof?
Is this over yet? Final strike!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Ah, I think I did it! First try, hype!
The screws on the bathroom
stupid.
doorknob were removed.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed, which is true. I wonder what kind of
tool
oh, sorry,
the
I'm reading
killer
over
used
our
to
time.
remove
I apologize.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one
Just
inside.
gets me all pumped up. I'm like, so close to the end of this trial. I'm hoping. I think it's pretty close to the end of the trial.
That
pretty
was
sure
more
it is
used.
at the end of it.
There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind
sorry, you
showing
got
us your
timed out. I
toolkit?
didn't realize
If I'm
you
right about this, then
share links in this chat. Sorry about that. Also, the emotes before, awesome. Is that like a hype emote? Yeah. Nice. Hype! Yeah.
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse
Yep.
at this point.
Stupid!
Is he just gonna continue saying that? Pid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
GG. Hey! Hey! Look at those A's. One B. Damn it. But A is pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. And we get... Oh, the medals, not coins. Okay. Get some mono medals. Hey, what's a mistrial? Oh, did I get... What's that achievement? Damn it, my phone's not nearby. I'll check that out later.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast
Sure
our
are.
votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
10 out of 10.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Yeah, Leon, you are guilty. Oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada. Huh? Here's my favorite character. Ooh, that's a tough one. I kind of like Monokuma. I like his character. He's crazy. I kind of like Monokuma. I also kind of like Celeste. She's a cool character. Kyoko. And I think it's out of those three, but I can't really choose one at the moment. Hold on a second. Leon? Leon, did you really kill Sayek? I don't believe it.
You son
Also,
of a
I'm
bitch.
pretty sure Hina's voice, Aoyase Hina's voice is the voice of Morgana from Persona 5. Pretty sure that's the case. Which is awesome. Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a
Is
choice.
this voice acted now? Oh, it was okay, no, it's just the same thing written down as the thing. Okay. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any
None of you are any
different.
different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing there here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just...
That's all.
That's all.
Girl.
Hey!
You expect me to just accept my death? Nice choices. Yes, thanks. Yeah, out of those ones are just, yeah. It's just all, like, some of the characters are really, you know, they're really flushed out, you know, they're really strong characters. But who's your favorite characters in this game? Everything becomes clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if I'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with is really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. That was her motive. She wanted out. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was there and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Yeah, Kyoko's a really cool character too. She's a really cool character. Yeah. I also like her design. She's a really cool design. And purple. My favorite color is purple. I guess that's another reason as well. Kind of a little reason, but yeah. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
What?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that the, oh my gosh, is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But that's enough.
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure of it. I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make sure her enemies pay for what they'd done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Yeah, from the first try, I'm gonna guess they will eventually die in the end in one way or another. Yeah, I'm gonna try and not get too attached to some characters. It's gonna be difficult though. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes,
Now then,
indeed.
since you oh my gosh, since you so magnificently, oh my gosh, I can never say that word properly either, but it's like nearly midnight. It's like 11:45. So my brain's just like blah. Reveal the identity of the killer during the class trial. The blackened Lottyangel4eva will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
You mean execution?
Execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not.
That's why.
Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure you were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? I'll give you a hint. Pay attention to everything. Will do. If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that oh my gosh, what is that? I've never seen that word before. Perpetuate? Perpetuate? I think that's what it is. I am. War all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's waking within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it. Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Lottyangel4eva, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Oh boy, punishment, what's gonna happen? Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Also, these cutscenes are really awesome. I'm just gonna point that out too. 1,000 blow, can I say? Oh boy, he's getting well and truly pelted. I guess when they said punishment, they really weren't kidding. And I'm gonna guess they're gonna get worse from here. I'm from Spain, but I live in London. Nice. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Woohoo! Extreme! Man, now your adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What he said. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Wahahaha. Wahahaha. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep. It was fun talking to you and watching the stream. I'll surely come again. Nice, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, and I will catch you again soon. Have a good rest. Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing this? All this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy, or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are we putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
it seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you are barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Why, well, I'm sure you, once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change it for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you even trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something. I feel like there's something more, some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all. When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later. Wahaha! And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned into reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a
Makoto,
second.
can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head
Makoto.
back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka had betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you, that's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know that for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she doesn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was
Anyway.
uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know that I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. Huh?
What?
Like I just like cuts to black. It's like, what? Kidding! I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1 to survive is complete. Yay! So we've already gone down to like 12 students. Jeez, that number's gone down fast. To be continued. And we got a despair bat. Yay! That's and we got the one is the loneliest number. Yeah. Why is it all gone spoopy all of a sudden? I guess I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I guess. Oh, it's clear. It's gone. She really is gone. Also, nice bathroom, Makoto. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. What did he say? After the class trial, before we took to the elevator back up, Monokuma told us, "Oh, I almost forgot, since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay, no one's thanking me. Just seeing your delighted smiley faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health." No. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's death. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure took a sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. About less than 5 minutes of the stream to go. That's really gone fast, actually. And so I didn't take a break to go and get a drink because I didn't really need to, since I did a lot of voice acting on the stream yesterday. Well, voice acting in quotes. But yeah, I might have to continue this on my own channel because this is the last stream I'm going to be doing for the charity stream. So yeah, I might have to do that eventually, probably, or I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, yeah. So what happened was your room fixed up like you said. I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey,
Jesus,
come on.
that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing would never happened. It must be tough staying there knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with the scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So, everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to be make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered, and anyone could betray us at this point. Now that's happened once, it's a question of when and not if the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move. But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world, working together, fighting a common enemy, and like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, and modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on the top is the execution we witnessed. Everything's been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk. Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly wants to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game. No. No what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean? Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? This isn't what you wanted, is it? She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't imagine what would happen to us if we refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is as such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
We won't. What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. That piece of shit, who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2! Boy's Life of Despair. Daily Life. We moved on to Chapter 2. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us to the gym. I'm actually going to see if the next person is ready to take over this stream. Not sure who is next, actually. Let me just check the schedule. Oh, here we go. There's the schedule. Let me just check it real quick, and then we'll continue on. So it's K that's next. I will quickly drop a message in the Discord real quick. Yeah, just drop a quick message into the Discord real quick. And while I do that, I'm gonna quickly just go and take care of something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. I guess while I'm waiting to hear about what's going on, I guess we can continue for a little bit longer. Twitch, don't freeze on me, please. Yeah, I'll continue on for a little bit longer and just while I wait for a message and see what happens. Alright, I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, and then he called us all to the gym. I know I've already read that, but I'm going to just read it again. What's he going to do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it. Oh boy.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Lift your arms up and down.
1, 2,
it's like
3,
a morning
4.
exercise class.
1,
the only
2,
one who's really
3,
interested in doing
4.
is Taka.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure you stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Well, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I going to die writhing in agony for? So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? Hang on, did I save? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, chapter 1 end. Just check the Discord real quick. If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing those exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really just call us down here just to exercise? Of course not.
Hey,
you think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak Academy, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world? A whole new world. Okay, I won't do that. It really sucked you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead and look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Alright. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd showed up. But a whole new world? Is he talking about a new way to get outside? That seems
I wonder about
unlikely. Well, we don't know what to do, look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Okay, then let's go and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that. More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright. Hey Miko, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad, this is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything. All that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing, but this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap. That stuff you see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? Ah, I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin. Let me out of here! Let me out of here! I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Yeah, I think so. Just leave him alone. Alright, so I guess we can just go upstairs then. The gate that was blocking the upstairs has been opened. Is that what Monokuma meant by a whole new world? Or just a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's got to be something here. So where so let's explore this new area then. We've got a pool. Noise.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. Okay. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. He seems way more excited than usual. The second floor is opened up, the living area has grown, and the number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us. If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Hey Chiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like a locker room's here. I have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say that's kind of unexpected. But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go into the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia though. I guess we could go into the rooms. We'll have a little explore. Behind this door is a locker room. Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? Oh, Monokuma's here.
Of course!
Really? What? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy of their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be ducka.
Just a second.
I bet it'll really hurt if you got shot by that thing. No, I think it would be a little worse than that. What happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? Well, I never even occurred impress me to think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay then, how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. So nobody can give their e-handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? Because it's because my brain is 100% cultured. Oh, nice, Monokuma. I do not imagine anyone would have lent their e-handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But you seem awfully concerned with all of this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age you try humping a plastic bottle. My. Oh my, Monokuma. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. Him to say that. But then again, it's Monokuma. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would like to ask you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there'll be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, you wanna come with me? There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. Sorry, I'll pass this time.
I'm sorry.
How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. We can go and have a look. May as well. May as well have a new explore around the area. Nice pool. Let's have a little look round. Oh, wrong button. Check out the area over here. Lockers. Well, there's just one locker in it. Well, I would expect to see that at any normal pool. And we get a coin. Nice. There's nothing else. Check out the vaulted. Well, I guess we can't. Check out that though. Oh, anything else? Oh, nope, wrong button. What was that? I think it's just this. Nope, nothing. All right, awesome. Gym. Poster. That's an interesting poster. Obviously, someone put this in the school, but is it really okay to have something like this here? Yeah, a bit. Not safe for work. Well, not really not safe for work because she is covered, but I don't know. I'm starving for information from the outside world. If only there was a TV that worked. Yeah, right now it's just mono TV. Alright, I guess this is it in this area. For now, at least. Can we check anything out of like these things? And we'll move on to a new area. There's a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. And we get a Monokuma coin. Nice! I think we will do probably a bit of the mono machine. I haven't done that yet. But after we explored everything, and we won't check out the bathrooms because we don't really need to do that. And that's just a classroom, isn't it? So I'm not going to bother with that either. But we will just check out, the new big rooms. The new rooms, I guess. And Byakuya's here. But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. absolutely shocked. How come? They have all these books there and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it, not at all. I do get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Oh, Toko. Say whatever you want about me, but I never judge a book by its author. Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. It's being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. Did we talk to Byakuya? I think he was the first person we talked to. But still, this library is most interesting. What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Alright. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult stuff is a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't anywhere worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to the garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone's just should burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filled with great culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me feel sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Girl, you've insulted me and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Right, so we talk to this. I do see a Miss Kyoko in the corner. So we should talk to her. It's remarkably dusty in here and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. Alright, we have a computer. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and is covered, and it's all covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. We got to machine. Staff of information. Okay, I've already read that. Have a good bookshelf. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. I'm gonna mark them a coin. Nice. Alright, yeah, we've already read that bit, didn't need to do that again, did I? Oh, what's this thing here? The new thing. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf it is a letter. What's this? Havoc Academy. It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, we shall see what's inside, but we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal to the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Havoc Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership in every major job field. However, Havoc Academy must now lower this curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end of Havoc Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust on the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak Academy closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on his little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in
that
other
must have
words,
been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real. If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice simple solution if it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us all out of here? Or... Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Sounds like a good plan. I'm already there! Yay! Fast travel!
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone uncover any interesting new anything? There's a library.
Yes, indeed.
And a pool, a freaking pool and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment. There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right. Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and the bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, and whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like. Keep in mind, of course, that going out at night is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, what a better fucking way out of here. You find anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse that we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing. Unfortunately, no, not that I saw. You fucking
come on.
people. Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck? We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes. For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation. Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something. So, are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? Ding dong bing bong!
This is a school announcement. As such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall will... Okay then.
Just the usual good night stuff. We all promised not to leave our rooms during the night time. There's nothing much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. May as well. Monokuma Theatre. Haven't had a Monokuma Theatre in a while. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I really don't like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe find a normal girlfriend, which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm perfectly average, cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
So many rules to this place. Let's check out the rules. You must be referring to yesterday loaning your e-handbook to another student. Oh, yeah. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Regulations. Let's see the fancy new regulation. Yeah. How many rules do we have? Yeah, 10. Additional, yeah, so we've got 10 regulations right now. But before we do that, I am gonna go and run and get a drink real quick. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just figuring something out first. Just seeing what's happening about the next person taking over. So, I guess we should continue in a few minutes. A minute or so. Really had to get a drink. Let's continue on for a little bit longer. Alright, so we need to go to breakfast. Leave the area, yup. Alright. I want to go to breakfast. 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 Alright, here we go. Morning, Makoto! Morning! Yeah, I watched another stream and it's just like, morning! I just love that. So I kind of just, whenever I hear the word morning, I have to say it like that. Good morning! Is everyone here already? Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough, just be patient. I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem, which is... I am thirsty.
Hey, come on.
How the hell is that a problem? Hifumi, could you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please.
Well...
Why me? Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. Wow. Really, Celeste? That's your reason? I can feel my throat drying out quickly, please. Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later, he returns. Thank you for waiting. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Hifumi reappeared with the tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know. I empathetically decline. You're not my type at all.
Common sense kind of way.
Okay, I'm guessing Hifumi has some sort of crush on Celeste at the moment, maybe, or is starting to develop a crush. Maybe. We shall see how that develops. So about the law of causality? Causality? I've never seen that word either. Basic instinct, act and react. Grr. Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Wait. Oh. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. Crash. What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand. Imagine we're at a coffee shop, just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and order some tea. Then they ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, oh yes, I would like some milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers their proper style of milk tea. And I cannot and I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we've just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea and you wanted me to go even farther? Yes, I realise it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it's always more expensive than simple milk tea with milk. Simple tea with milk, sorry. Words. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why then bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? We don't actually have a menu. That doesn't matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine. What? Okay, you little pig, you'll read it right out. Oh my god. I do so love coercion. You're like a totally different person just now. Yeah, sure, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her than when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. Yeah, she is scary. The dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But, hang on. Bleh. Bad news, everyone. There is a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that, he didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what he meant. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him. I was just about to suggest the same thing. Stop trying to one-up everyone. Okay then, I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep hammering on the button until I get a response. Very well, then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, but before it's, too late. Anyway, we have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. I bet he's in the library. He seems like he's a library sort of person. Run! Run! Because this music is so intense. Hope we get some free time too also, because I would love to try out the Mono machine again. Well, I didn't really do it in the first stream at all. Because I didn't really think to, because I didn't have enough coins, but now we've got a lot of coins to spend. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing?
Sarcasm. Love it.
I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh. Sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up and smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding. The heck you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be, I was just reading. I never had such a coerced novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point. What are you reading? A mystery novel. Wait, so you're gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, what? Yeah,
Naturally.
what? Should have been more like that. If I decide to fight, of course, I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often that you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself, enjoying this deranged killing game. What the fuck do you mean, game? This is fucked up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can only have one winner. That is all there is to it. He is right, it's a zero-sum game. Huh? It is a part of the game theory, a mathematical model. In this type of game, in order for the one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match? Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone must fail. This also applies to the school life we've been subjected to in here in this case. In our limited sources is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So in other words...
this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing this game. But why would I want to stop playing? It was so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right? Of course.
Naturally.
You do not speak like the others, exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it? You talk
Just
like
a
that,
second.
but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't, it simply isn't possible. Who the
You
fuck do you
son
think
of a
you are?
bitch!
You know, I still can't believe it. Believe what?
What?
That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long. I'm gonna
Piece of shit!
Don't make me repeat
Like I
myself.
said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory and his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand. It's because I am the same as you, games are meant to be won. Are you trying to suggest that we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh,
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this all to all of you. You all need to try harder if an opponent isn't going to give it their best. Where's the fun for me? That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know? To kill your own friends is...
it's horrific.
It's horrific. Friends who decided that. Huh? We're not friends, not quite the opposite. We're in competition for enemies. But you know. But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you. Yes,
Come
if you do
on.
have something to say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stay
Stop
shitty.
fucking around.
Get off on bullying people that can't fight back. You want to try that on me? Ah! Oh, okay, awesome. I'm ready to meet. Alright, okay, I'll end off the stream then. Also, hello! Just thought I'd say hello as well. Right, so I'm gonna end off my stream. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today, and I will see you again another time. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!